Hey, what is going on, everybody? If you're new to my channel, my name is Ben Kwan. I'm a realtor here in the Fredericksburg area. Welcome back, everybody, and I wanted to do a video. A lot of people, especially when you're new in the business or you're just thinking about getting your real estate license, I don't want to say a lot of people are lied to, but I want to be transparent as possible, and I want to do this video. A lot of people have been doing them lately about my first year in business and how much I actually made. I got licensed originally in 2012. Now, I know I've said that in a pile of different videos that I was born and bred in the real estate business, but I was licensed in 2012 at the ripe age of 19. Now, I'm not going to say that was my downfall, but it probably did lead to a pretty slow career start. So being licensed in June 2012, I made about $3,300. Actually, it was $3,376 my first year in real estate. Now, again, I was 19. I wasn't that motivated. I was living at home and I didn't really have any bills, but we'll break that down a little bit. And so my first sale was about a $200,000 house. I made the company about $6,000, and what I brought home was about $3,100. About a 6-month period before I made my first check. And then I went on in December and did 2 rentals, one for a whopping like $79 or $76, and the other one for a little bit more. I think it was $179 or something like that. Now, this was all pre-tax, and this was barely enough money to cover how much it actually cost to become a realtor. But I was excited, and I pretty much want to link that to my downfall. So I got this first check. It was $3,000 or whatever, and I slacked off, started sleeping in, and like real estate just kind of fell on the back burner. I was cutting grass and helping other agents, like putting up signs and stuff like that. So I did have like another source of income coming in, you know, 40 bucks to cut grass here, 50 bucks to go put signs up here, but I didn't really have any dedicated income. So yes, I at least made enough money to cover my costs that I just spent to get into real estate. That's why sometimes it's not the best thing to quit your job and go straight into real estate, because you get licensed, like here in Virginia, you got to renew it every 2 years. I'm sure that's most states. So you renew it in 2 years, and there's an 85% chance that you're not going to renew it. That's like the cold hard facts. So if you go into the mindset that it's probably going to take you 6 months to get a closing, and then you start working hard, and you got to remember that everything in real estate is happening like 90 days out, so 120 days out, something like that. So what you're doing right now is going to benefit you 90 to 120 days out. So you do have to keep that in the back of your mind. So once you get that first check, the game's not over. Now you're starting fresh, and the idea is when you get super busy that you're always doing those productive activities to make sure that you always have business coming in. So if we're going to be completely honest and transparent here, I will say that I pretty much failed out that following year when I was 20 years old. I went back to school for about a 6-month period. I don't know, I just kept on thinking about it, and I just was not prepared to start that business. And I was young, and I don't know if people didn't trust me. Honestly, when I came back, I grew a beard. It kind of helped out on it, like my personal opinion, but I'm not saying everybody should grow a beard. But I had a lot of time to really reflect and understand that this business was a lot more hard work than I expected, dedication, and just long hours overall. So I came out of school with a degree in personal training, surprisingly. I know I don't look like it, but I did love fitness, and I still lift, but fitness is not my big passion anymore. Real estate obviously is. So after that year of just kind of thinking on it, and I decided not to become a personal trainer, I decided to get back in real estate. And I understood at that point that honestly everything comes down to relationship. It's about who knows, likes, and trusts you, and talking to them and just making sure they're always taken care of. You're not always selling houses, and honestly it's not really a sales environment. Now, you are in sales and you're based off commission, but at the end of the day, if you help people buy houses and sell houses and you do a good job and you always treat them right, it will always come back to help you in the long run. And I made about $8,700 this year. Now, that's not a lot, but the difference here was I had a huge pipeline lined up for the following year. So it was only a matter of time before all the right steps that I was doing would actually become good business for me down the road. And I am very proud to say that very following year, I had my first 6-figure income. Being in business for 10 years, I understand that 6 figures when you run a business is not really 6 figures. It's not like I'm bringing home a 6-figure income. Now, it was just right over 6-figure. I made $104,000 $4,000. That's gross, so something to keep in mind that when you run a business and you make a gross income, it's not like that's your paycheck. Now looking at it 10 years, and I need to do a whole video on this to how to properly run your money as an agent. You still have taxes, you still have business insurance and business expenses, and so how I break it down is about 43% of that, give or take. But I hope this helps, and just understand that it's a tough business. There's no lie about that. And it does take a lot of time, especially in the beginning. Don't quit your day job. Just start working it. Just understand, like, if this is your passion, this is what you get into or want to get into, then you need to take it very serious, and you need to pretty much be on call for real estate. So you might work another job, but real estate comes first until you can get that business growing, and then you can quit your job and go into real estate. Or some people flat out just start it and do good. But just know that everybody's path's a little bit different. If you have any questions, of course, you can always reach out to me. I would love if you could like and subscribe to my channel. As always, guys, see you in the next one. Bye.